I just got a little bit educated right now by my jewelry artist already seated. And yes, she's into jewelry making. All kinds you can think of. And the good thing is that she's proudly doing it here in Nigeria from start to finish. From the scratch, actually. Please make welcome Sarah Chukukere.
Thank you so much.
And good to see you. Looking lovely as always. She's a new mom. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How's the baby?
He's fine.
Looking at your place here, I don't know where to start from because I'm stunned by what I'm seeing here. You make everything here yourself from the very scratch.
Yes.
How did it all start?
Just like you say you didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to start either.
But you
I just started.
You started?
Yes, I started at home.
Okay.
On my table. I've always been creative. First time I made money, I was 9.
9?
Yes.
Okay.
And then stickers were all the craze. Christmas, Easter, everybody used to exchange cards. So we had a room full of cards. And I took the cards, took them apart and started making collages. And I sold them to my friends at school at 1 naira 50 kobo. Sounds small, but then it was a whole lot of money.
Yes, I remember if you had 50 kobo then, it was huge for you because you could buy sweets and you could still get change of 25 kobo, right?
Yes. A friend of mine had previously asked me, can you make a string of pearls for me? I said, no big deal. I can do it. I couldn't do it, so what I did was I ran to YouTube, checked how to make a string of pearls.
The world is a global village today. There's nothing you go online to find that you don't get. But when you started, were you bothered about the competition?
No, you can't be bothered about such things. I started out of a desire to be useful. I didn't start so that, oh no, I can make money. People are making money from this. No, it had nothing to do with that. It was about my self-confidence, if I want to be honest. That was how I started. And I just noticed that it cost me, I remember, it cost me 30,000 to register. I decided, you know what, this 30,000, it was the last 30,000 I have. I said, let me use it. I went to register in the market where they make beads. And I remember going there and everybody looked at me like, who is this bougie chick that, thinks she can come and sit down here and learn beads? I really didn't care. I didn't look at anybody's face because even the person I registered with, she said she did not believe. She just said, this man just wants to come and waste her money. Yeah. Okay, let me just help her and collect her money from her. It was hard in a little, maybe 10 by 10 market store. There were about 12 of us. It was hot. It was horrible. Seriously. But I stayed there 3 months and it gave me purpose. It gave me a reason to get up, get out of the house, and get going.
And jewelry by Acheron is something that has grown big today. 4 years counting.
4 years.
Irrespective of the challenges.
Oh, so many. What keeps me going is that I have no reason. No matter what happens, it could be worse. That's what I tell myself. Some people have it worse. No matter what, you're broke. You are owing suppliers, you're not getting customers.
Some of your jewelry, I've looked at them really closely and I find it hard to believe, seriously, to be honest with you, because I'm just wondering, did she really make this here in Nigeria? Because these are things you find outside the shores of Nigeria. But how do you source your material?
Creatively. I say creatively because yes, there are some things out there that are available. But then again, there are some things that are not. And so you have to just find a way. For example, I give you some of my products. I want to create something, but maybe the metal cast is not available. So what I do is I go around looking for maybe costume jewelry that has the kind of cast I want for that particular design.
Okay.
Right? First of all, when I find the cast, the second thing I do is I try to find a wholesaler that sells that particular costume jewelry. Why do I do that? If I just buy it from any shop off the shelf and the person has already put their own profit, you have like 10 people's profit on that particular thing.
True.
When I make it, it will become too expensive for people to afford.
You get to see a lot of people, go into the bead making aside the other kind of fine jewelry designs, which is not really common. Now, what is the difference in terms of lucrativity?
Well, it's two different markets.
Okay.
For instance, I find that most women of a certain age, working class women, prefer metal jewelry to heavily beaded. And even if it's beaded, they prefer it to be lightly beaded, because in the formal office setting, if you come in with heavily beaded jewelry, it draws attention to you as a woman. And you already have problems as a woman in the office, just even getting by. So it draws attention. In terms of lucrativity, it depends on the market you are targeting. Heavily beaded jewelry or even lightly beaded jewelry has its own market. There are some people that like to make a statement every day of their life.
True.
I have customers like that will not dress down any day. They want to come out and be known like, okay, yes, that is that woman going there.
If someone is thinking of going into this type of business, what should they put into consideration?
If you're going into the business, you have to be willing to keep learning. The tassel I'm wearing, I had to learn how to do it. It looks easy, but it's not. It's never as easy as it looks. So you have to put money aside to be learning things, because fashion is dynamic.
True.
It keeps evolving. So you cannot say what you learned last year is what you are going to be doing this year. It will change. I guarantee you it will change. And you have to change with the time. If not, you'll be outdated. Secondly, you have to be prudent in everything you do. Write down everything. Pay 200 naira for transport. Write down. If you bought 10 naira pure water in the market, the day you went to buy those beads, write it down. It's part of your cost. You also have to calculate the hours you put into what you are doing. If something takes you 3 days to do and you charge the same amount it took you, maybe something of 1 hour, you're cheating yourself. So you need to find where to save.
And balance up.
I noticed that jewelry artists like making this, making that. It's like you're tracing yourself running around in circles.
You're not being creative.
Because you're trying to copy what everyone else is doing. Don't be afraid to just try something different. So there's actually no need to copy someone else.
Sarah, I've just been looking at your earrings. I'm sorry, I can't take my eyes off them. They're gorgeous. But I'm just wondering, how do you come up with the design? In terms of bending the metal to create a particular shape? Do you have the equipment, to create all of this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I source my materials, so some locally, some abroad. Now this is regular thread, embroidery thread, but it's treated. I'm supposed to use silk thread, but if I use silk thread, it's more expensive. And I want to put it at a price point any girl can walk in here and pay for, because that is my target customer. But then again, this is an everyday line, so it has to be affordable. So instead of buying silk thread, which is expensive, I buy regular embroidery thread, and I learned how to treat the embroidery thread that I can use it for the tassel, so which makes it cheaper and affordable. I also have a love for metal. I learned how to do metal work, metal smithing, and goldsmithing too. Putting metals together, sometimes you don't even need serious equipment. All you need is glue.
Glue?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes. It's so simple. Maybe we'll have another segment on how to do this. Easy pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's making this. I learned new things about glues that I have been working with. And I was like, oh, okay, so I can't do this. Scrap, I have to start again. So it re-educated me even more on something I thought I knew.
You are an amazing woman, Sarah. You're an inspiration to a lot of women out there. And I love it when I see women, stopping at nothing to become who they've always wanted to be. But looking at our world today in terms of fashion, trends come and go. What should people be looking out for if you have to always stay in style?
Okay. If you have to always stay in style, do what works for you. If this year it's skinny that came out, but you feel your legs look like toothpicks when you wear skinny jeans, Don't wear skinny jeans.
I try not to wear skinny jeans. No, I try not to wear skinny jeans.
You can use...
Because I know.
Yes.
Because you need to know your body type.
Exactly. Don't wear skinny jeans. Instead, wear something else. Maybe your top could have cutouts. Then you'll still be on trend.
What about for accessories, which is your expertise?
Accessories, it's confidence. It's not even about how big you are or how small you are. Because I have seen tiny people pull off jewelry that I'm like...
That are daring.
I can't, you know what, I really can't. Last year was the statement necklace. But spring, summer 2018 is more of the statement earring. You have all sorts of crazy tribal designs, earrings that climb up the ears, earrings that start from here and finish here.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's crazy.
Yes, that is this year's runway trend.
The most important thing with jewelry is the neckline of the top of the dress you're wearing.
I know bead making is one sector a lot of people are delving into. In terms of the business of jewelry in Nigeria, what's the future? What do you see?
You have to be versatile in this beading business, because
If you aren't, you find out that
at some point you're not selling.
people will just see, oh, it's nice. And then it just fades away.
And in my mind, I'm like, I'm so not wearing that.
So true.
And I just hope that we get enough support here, because we have everything in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. You know, I'm so proud of you and the likes of you around Nigeria who are doing everything to just promote our brand.
I also want to say thank you too to you for giving us a platform. You are doing a whole lot for us.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's why NTA is there, to celebrate people like you. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO, Jewelry by Atron, Sarah Chukwukere, an amazing woman who will stop at nothing to just make sure that Nigeria is growing in every aspect by contributing her own quota to its growth. I don't see why we should go outside the shores of Nigeria looking for what will make us look good. We have everything it takes to look good. All we need to do is look within. Let's go on a break. Today's Style will be back, so you stay with us.